It's time for the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight, the Holmen Vikings and the Central Red Raiders. The High School Game of the Week is made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Cremation and Funeral Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. The Arterial Bar and Grill at 16th and Jackson. A tradition in La Crosse. Why not make it yours? Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists on La Crosse's north side. Jan Fredrickson Funeral Homes, your remembrance specialists in La Crosse, West Salem, Bangor, and Caledonia. Pizza Corral, round up the family and head for Pizza Corral in Holmen. Citizen State Bank, a banking experience like no other, with locations in La Crosse and Onalaska. Premier Spine Health and Injury, get back in the game with Premier Spine Health and Injury in Holmen. And Interior Design. Don't miss their big sale going on now through the end of the month on flooring and cabinetry for your home or office. Interior Design in Holmen. Now let's go courtside with KQEG's Nick Ragnar and Terry Erickson.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It's your KQEG TV Game of the Week here at the Mark Sutton Gymnasium in La Crosse. Central High School playing the host to this one as the Holmen Vikings are here to take on the number 2 in the Mississippi Valley Conference, Central Red Raiders. Nick Ragnar in the booth, along with Terry Erickson, Luke Saunders on camera. And Terry, how you doing, my friend? It's been a while since I last saw you.
Yeah, it's good to see you. We worked on games during the football season. I've been well, and you've been well because you're working at UWL, doing a great job there.
Yeah, we're working over at UWL. Got a lot of things going on in athletics over there, but La Crosse area, no stranger to big athletic competitions themselves. Central coming off of 2 losses as part of an invitational, but they're having a pretty good season thus far, Terry.
They are. I want to update you on my family a little bit, too.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Not to interrupt
you,
but we just have another granddaughter born, adopted by our youngest daughter, and her husband, who teach in administrator. He's an administrator in the Madison area. So that's our 16th grandchild. Adopted a little baby girl from Atlanta. So a lot of people ask me about that. So I wanted to share that. Everything's going well. She is now 6 weeks old. We'll see her again tomorrow. And then a lot of people know my brother Scott, who has been a longtime broadcaster with Mike Kearns on WKTY, and Mike, of course, is retired, and so is Scott. And yesterday he had open heart surgery. I shared this yesterday on the air, and came through with the surgery pretty well, but has had some complications the last 24 hours. So people have texted me, asked me, emailed me, called me. So I know a lot of people watch this live and broadcast, and he's doing better. But I appreciate everybody asking about Scott because he's a legendary broadcaster, great player at La Crosse Logan, and well-known throughout the community.
Absolutely. Well, if you're joining us tonight watching on the broadcast, definitely keep Scott in your thoughts. Terry, sorry to hear that, but tonight we've got a job to do here on the court with the Central Red Raiders, and Red Raiders are having a great season. There's no denying that. They've had quite a few great seasons consecutively, and that could in part be said about the coaching on both teams, right? We talked about this a little bit before the game tipped off or the broadcast began. We've got 2 veteran coaches here.
We do.
Terry, and you know these guys pretty well.
I do. I know them extremely well, starting with Steve Blank in his 26th year. Probably has a couple years left. I hope. He played for me. He worked for me. He played for me decades ago. He's a close friend. Again, in his 26 years, done a great job. And he's headed to the Hall of Fame at some point. But he's just a legend, taking over for Gary Johnson, who's a good friend and is in the Hall of Fame. So glad to see Steve Blank continuing to be the head coach of the Holmen Vikings. Todd Fergutt, well, in 20 years, his resume continues to build. Everyone knows that. Taking over for our great friend Ken Barrett, who has been here many years and now is the head golf coach at Viterbo and on the WBCA board with me. So Todd Fergutt, a close friend. They both of them teach strong principles, values, and we're lucky to have those 2 in the Cooley region coaching.
Yeah, definitely hard to deny that they haven't done just a phenomenal job in really rebuilding this MVC conference. It's been a fantastic thing to see over the past couple of years, but it's also hard to deny that we've got quite a bit of talent on the floor coming into tonight's contest. 2 teams that have been kind of opposite ends of the spectrum, I guess. When you look at Holmen, they started off the season kind of cold. They've been kind of win-loss over the past couple of weeks, past couple of games. But then you look at Central, who has been as hot as they come. Terry, what are
let's start with Holmen.
At these two teams here?
Let's start with Holmen.
Yeah.
First, Holmen 4-10, 2-4, lost 7 of their first 8 games. Have found their rhythm a little bit after the Christmas holidays. Won 3, lost 3. Played well versus Onalaska. Got beat at Onalaska, a game we broadcast. Luke was there too last Friday. Luke was really the captain of the ship last Friday because we had
I hear about that.
somebody
yeah,
that couldn't make it. So hats off to Luke, and he's with us again. But they slowed the game down, and even though we're beaten solidly, had a great game, and I talked to the coaches afterwards, Vince Ruger, the assistant coach, and they were very pleased with the way they played. So Holmen is a team, I think, a little bit on the rise. Central, again, 20-year head coach Todd Fergutt, averaging 78 points a game, and they're an up-tempo team, 9-3, 4-1. Just returned from South Florida. Maybe you can see the tan on some of the faces of the Red Raiders. But this is interesting. They faced some of the top talent in the nation. I don't know if a lot of our viewers know that. Started with a win over South Miami, the number one team ranked in the state of Florida.
Wow.
And then lost 2 to Long Island Lutheran, ranked number 1 in the nation. Got beat 66-61. And then finally, the number 16th team in the nation beat the Red Raiders, Scotlandville Magnet, Louisiana, 69-46. Todd Fergutt told me he's ready for the rest of the season. Why? Because some of the best D1 potential talent in the nation in South Florida. Not to get ahead of ourselves, but throughout the broadcast, we'll remind people about the Border Classic tomorrow when the Red Raiders will jump back into high-level competition against Minnehaha and Jalen Suggs. So, and the up-tempo game, that's what they like to do, and certainly the Holmen Vikings don't want any part of that.
Kind of alluded to a few of these things and a few of the strengths from both teams, Terry, but let's move into our keys of the game here so we can get a little bit more discussion in before tip-off happens. But what are your keys for both teams on either end of the floor?
First of all, Holmen does not perhaps have the star power that the Red Raiders do. Not critical, but they don't have quite the size, the experience, and the talent level. So they need to assume their own identity, which is defense. And it starts and ends with the Viking defense. And they need to close out, play solid defense, help out, and try to get the Red Raiders to play a half-court game. Can't go full court. They did it against Onalaska. For the Red Raiders, their identity is full-court defense, half-court pressure, and then turning those turnovers into uncontested layups. And of course, they have so much strength outside with the Davis brothers, of course, and inside with Terrence Thompson, who just has become a beast inside. One late breaking news, too, for Central, that the fact that Brecken Austin was injured recently and practiced, went to Florida but didn't play. So he will not be in the starting lineup, the 6'4 senior, who was started prior to his injury. And so Devin Fielding, who is certainly a capable starter, will be in that starting lineup. So and I'm looking forward to this game, and we have lots of people here from both Central. Of course, they pack the house all the time. Holmen has a great following, and they travel very well, and they do here tonight too.
Flag comes down as we get ready for the national anthem here at Central High School in La Crosse, Wisconsin. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with tip-off for the KQEG TV Game of the Week after this. Don't go anywhere.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 five-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
The Arterial Bar and Grill, a tradition in La Crosse. Their chef is cooking up specials every night. Try Wednesday, it's wing night. Get 5 giant wings for just $3 with 13 different homemade sauces to choose from. Thursday, try a gyro basket. And Friday, it's batter fried fish. Check out their Facebook page. Download the Untapped app on your phone for special events like tap takeovers and live music. Breakfast on Friday and Saturday at 8 a.m. and serving breakfast all day Sunday. The Arterial at 16th and Jackson. A tradition in La Crosse. Why not make it yours? Premier Spine Health and Injury in Holmen has opened a new state-of-the-art chiropractic facility in Holmen. They offer a specialized exam and specific plan to deal with your pain.
Whiplash, concussions, TMJ, carpal tunnel, even headaches and migraines. We work to relieve the pain caused by these symptoms so that you can get back to doing the things that you love.
Set up an appointment today. Your first visit is only $39 and it's donated to the charity of your choice. Call or stop by Holmen's Premier Chiropractic Office, Premier Spine Health and Injury at 814 Main Street in Holmen.
Mix 96 and 107.3 La Crosse, Reed and Chelsea with you. Valentine's Day coming up here, guys. Chelsea?
Yes. So, since it's Valentine's Day, I think it would be very good to say things that we love about each other. You go first.
Okay. In all honesty, you're very patient. I like your eyes.
Okay. I like that you warm up my seat in the morning in the studio, if you know what I'm saying.
Mix 96 and 107.3 La Crosse.
Number 15, Charlie Masevich.
Both teams like to go deep too, Nick. And for example, with the Red Raiders, Quinn Service will play a lot. Ben Freed, Noah Compton, Porter Pataski has played quite a bit. And for the Vikings, they go deep. Cameron Hemker, Evan Tronick, both seniors. You'll see them in the game. And Devin Nesseth, a junior, number 35. We're ready to go here, huh?
They're just moments away from tip-off here for this big contest. Now, these two teams did face back on Friday, December 20th, and that was a win for Central, 71-46 out in Holmen. Obviously, both teams now having tape on each other are ready to get this one underway. First half, just seconds away as the Central Red Raider fan base is on their feet for this one. Johnny Davis on the tip, and Thompson gets the first pass of the game, and now
Thompson getting out-jumped by Davis, which is he out-jumps most people.
And a nice bucket there for Thompson, the first 2 points.
Terrence Thompson averaging 15 points a game, 6'7". The question is, where will he go to school? Only he knows right now, I think, because he hasn't released it. Oh, nice pass, but Terrence Thompson on the block. Ben Olson, a great pass to Max Hammond, blocked by Thompson.
Looking for the three there, no good, and here comes the Holmen Vikings. As you mentioned, Terry, might be an opportunity to slow things down just a little bit here.
I like Ben Olson at number 40 going to Platteville next year. I think he's a project.
Looking at Ben Olson's way, he has that side of the court to himself if they want to go there. They don't. Nice trap defense, and here's the steal, and trying to go up there, but fouled is number 23 there. That's Jordan Davis, Johnny's brother.
Yeah, good block too, and I think Davis wanted an intentional foul, but sure as heck wasn't. It was a good block and a good recovery by number 21, Cameron Weber, averaging 13 points a game. If you ask for things that aren't there with your body language, you're not going to get a call next time down the court.
Jordan Davis good on that first bucket there. The future Madison commit. And 2 for 2 put Central up 4-0 here early on in this half. You can see your scoreboard on your screen there, 4-0, a minute into this contest.
Turnover right away for the Vikings, and we know the identity of the Red Raiders. Turnover and run.
Ball at the top of the key. And being stuck in that corner over there.
Vikings trying to spread the court. Good floor balance.
Nice shot there. Good bucket by Rylan Wall there, the junior. Holmen's first 2 of the game.
Had a great football season too. Ryland Wall he relocated with a mid-range jump shot. Scores the first bucket.
Oh, look at Thompson just manning those boards. What a rebound. And gets fouled for his troubles.
He's a man inside, no question about it. I mean, he's big. He's a tight end. He's just difficult to handle inside. Foul that time on Max Hammond, the junior. I think Max Hammond and Ben Olson need to have good games inside. Both of them about 6'3", 6'4". Do they match up with the strength of Terrence Thompson? That will be a challenge. Gavin McGrath at 6'11" for the Onalaska Hilltoppers had a tough time with him.
Thompson 2 for 2 on that one, has 4 of Central's 6 points here in the early goings, and down the court come the Holmen Vikings looking to answer back.
Jordan Davis getting the matchup with Cameron Weber. High pressure, which the Red Raiders like to do. High pressure, close out, high hands.
No good on the 3 there off the back iron for Weber. Thompson with a nice board, and here comes Johnny Davis down the floor.
Thompson making sure there's no...
Oh, what a maneuver by Johnny Davis.
Yeah, it just went... They gave him the gap, though, but he found it, and he made a good Euro step and went right in.
The sideline jumper there, no good, and Johnny Davis pushing this one up the court again.
No offensive rebounds yet for the Vikings.
Kind of a top right on the line there was that one. That's a 2.
Elevated up well, number 5, Johnny Davis, and right away, Steve Blank says, we have got to regroup.
And as they regroup, we'll take our first break of the first half. Your score, Central 10, Holmen 2. You're watching the KQEG TV Game of the Week.
You know Boyer's Furniture. We've been in business over 100 years selling quality furniture at budget prices. But who's choosing the furniture we're selling?
We picked out sofas, and more sofas. We picked out love seats, and more love seats.
We picked out recliners,
And more recliners.
dining room furniture, bedroom furniture.
With buyers like these and USA brands like Ashley, Marshfield, and Best, you can't do better than Boyer Furniture.
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holmen. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holmen.
For a reason. Nice pass. Ooh, got a foul in the paint. Again, a good combination between Ben Olson and Max Hammond trying to do a little two-man game in from block to block.
Oh, nice little cut to the basket there. Finding Ben Olson there going in, and there's the jumper on the outside from the lefty.
Another
Maddle.
Defensive rebound and pushing the ball.
Fielding now, nice little spin move. Ooh.
Hung in the air well. That showed his balance. Turned his ankle a little bit, I think. Again, Fielding starting for Brecken Austin.
And up was Hammond. Looks like he'll go to the line for 2.
Gene Wilchin, one of the officials working this game, says we got to foul on Noah Compton. So one thing we got to do, you and I got to work together on getting subs as they come in, because sometimes you get caught up in the action.
I didn't even see that, yeah.
We got to, I'll take the Red Raiders, you take the Vikings,
yeah,
my
okay,
friend.
I'll try. We'll see what's going on. I'm over here. You can't see me on camera, but I'm running this computer operation over here.
Yeah.
I might be 28 years old, but this stuff's still pretty foreign to me. There's a lot of buttons to press over here.
Good thing you're doing it, not me. I got enough on my plate right here. You're a multitask kind of guy.
Oh, look at that. Compton able to come up with the loose ball there, and good rebound by Hammond there, able to corral that one, but an errant pass.
Yeah, Noah Compton getting a lot more playing time in the last month.
Oh, and Jordan Davis just going straight to the bucket there. How do you stop that,
Well,
Terry?
his acceleration is really what's impressive. His speed, yes, but acceleration as he gets near the basket is really extraordinary.
Great help defense there, Jordan Davis. And now comes in number 3, that's Evan Trionic for the Holmen Vikings.
Terrence Thompson back in. Evan Trionic had a great game against Sparta, 4 of 6 from 3, 12 points. And that win over Sparta, Sparta's a good team too. Sparta and Toma, their program's on the rise.
Trionic now setting up the offense on the top of the key. And that's Wall throwing one up, unable to get it. Terrence Thompson, though, coming down with that one, and here comes Jordan Davis.
I like the way he challenged the Red Raider defense, just could not make a basket. Porter Protaski in the game, too, is averaging 2 points, a 6'3" sophomore.
Oh, look at that. Nice find there, number 15. Masovic unable to come up with the bucket there, but Jordan Davis says, I'll take that.
Jordan Davis on a garbage basket, basically. The ball just kind of trickled over to him, and he said, oh, I'll take the shot.
Trionic now over to Wall. Looking to get that screen there, and he'll take one at the brim of the three-point line. No go, and here comes Jordan Davis back down the court. He's been hot.
Not one offensive rebound yet for the Holmen Vikings.
Oh, Thompson wants a three. Little short, but it's coming back to him.
He's not afraid to shoot from 3, Terrence Thompson. I've seen him make several of them here at Mark Sutton Gymnasium.
Trionic at the top, looking to set up this offense here. It's very difficult. You look at the length of Central. I mean, not a lot of passing lanes open for these Holmen Vikings.
Got to stay out of the sideline and out of the corner.
Number 2 and 22 coming in for the Holmen Vikings. That's Cale Hempker and Landon Peterson.
Cale Hempker averaging 5 points a game, has played quite a bit. Landon Peterson, a senior.
Good bucket there.
Cameron Weber averaging 13 points a game, 3-sport athlete. Good to see him get in the scoring column. Right away, who scores one? Number 25 getting some good playing time. Number 25, Colin Adams. He's not on our program, but he is now.
And here come the Holmen Vikings now again, a 26 deficit here, looking to answer back in any way they can. I'll skip past there, almost a turnover, but Cam Weber now setting things back up at the top. And again has Johnny Davis on himself. Trionic now over to Hempker. And Weber to Hempker looking for that three. That was a deep three. And Holmen looking for this board here. That ball's loose. Johnny Davis somehow able to come up with that one, and we're going to get a foul. Oh, wait. Yep, they're going to get a push off there on Johnny Davis.
That was a good call. Central didn't like it. Those are hard calls to make. If you extend with your forearm and create separation on offense, it's just a very simple call to make at any level. You create separation, you lead with your forearm.
In comes Ben Olson for Max Hammond. Colin Adams, the Central Red Raider, who just had a 3. It looks like we're going to have a little bit of a timeout here. And
kind of unusual dialogue between 3 officials figuring out the foul. Come on, guys.
Well, hey, while we have that timeout, we are actually going to thank one of our awesome sponsors for making tonight happen. Schumacher Kish Funeral Homes have been serving the La Crosse area for over 50 years. Traditional services or prearranged funeral plans, it's comforting to know they'll be there when you need them. Schumacher Kish in La Crosse, La Crescent, and on Alaska.
I don't know what the heck the communication is unless it's a double foul. I mean, seems a little, I don't know, well, we're not privy to it, but still a little unusual. I wish we had a sideline mic telling us what's going on. I don't know. What do we got here?
Discussions were just had, and it looks like a technical foul maybe. Cam Weber's at the line right now, unable to come up with that free throw.
Well, it certainly wasn't on Todd Ferguson. I don't know what it was.
Cam Weber gets one of those two to drop.
Maybe we'll get some a word on that at halftime, but I have no idea. I'm looking around. I don't think anybody else has an idea.
Hemker out to Trionic now, and nice little pick and roll there, pick and pop.
Oh, I like the shot. I like how he relocated, used his teammate on a ball screen. Looked pretty. Tronic with his first bucket.
29 your score 11 minutes ago in this one. Oh, just all day that's got to be there.
Yeah. And it's kind of Jackson Hamilton, great article about him in the paper today from Logan. He is got the ability to get passes inside and use his size in the paint also. And that's kind of something that's coming, I think, for the Rangers. Not one offensive rebound yet for the Vikings.
There's a three for Johnny Davis.
Yeah, Cameron Weber has got to close out and bother the shooter. You can't let a shooter become comfortable.
It's Weber now. Got Johnny Davis guarding him, Trionic. Lots of drives and dishes, kind of what you have to do to break down this defense a little bit, try to open up some passing lanes.
Need a ball screen, too.
Hemker now.
There's the ball screen.
Holmen coming back and resetting now. Hemker has an open three, the lefty, unable to connect. A little to the left, and here comes the Davis brothers, a little, oh, what a pretty move. That's got to go.
Went around the other side of the basket, too, and hung in the air. Good timeout. Steve Blank said, whoa, the Red Sea is parting.
We've got to slow the momentum down a little bit, and with that, we are going to take another break here. Central up 27 to Holmen's 9. You're watching the KQEG TV Game of the Week.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 five-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
Premier Spine Health and Injury in Holmen has opened a new state-of-the-art chiropractic facility in Holmen. They offer a specialized exam and specific plan to deal with your pain.
Whiplash, concussions, TMJ, carpal tunnel, even headaches and migraines. We work to relieve the pain caused by these symptoms so that you can get back to doing the things that you love.
Set up an appointment today. Your first visit is only $39 and it's donated to the charity of your choice. Call or stop by Holmen's Premier Chiropractic Office, Premier Spine Health and Injury at 814 Main Street in Holmen.
Welcome back to the KQEG TV Game of the Week. Terry's got a little helper over here helping you with some...
I do. Well, there's some different numbers, too. Colin Adams got number 2 in the varsity reserve, but I think he's wearing number 25. I just want to make sure I got the correct numbers in.
Kind of journalist you are, Terry. You double-check, you fact-check.
I want to make sure. I mean, come on. Parents, grandparents, family watch these broadcasts. Luke does such a good job on the camera. I got to do a good job announcing.
27-9 right now as Holmen comes out of their timeout looking to do something here. Weber guarded by Davis. Nice little screen there. Trionic now over to the corner. Maddle looking for the three. The lefty. He took a couple of those. Ooh, nice rebound there, Ben Olsen.
First one. First half. First rebound. Ben Olsen on the offensive end of the court.
Weber now. Back up top. Maddle. And Trionic looking for that screen. Oh, here comes Jordan Davis. There's a little bit of a jam.
Bennett Freed in the game too, number 12. Of course, his dad, Barry Freed, who's the athletic director at Viterbo. Good to see him in the game. Got a lot of underclassmen and a lot of subs in early.
Yep.
I have not seen that from Todd Ferguson ever before, where these guys come in that early in a game. Good to see. Get him some playing time.
Ben Olsen looking to go to the basket. Big-bodied Terrence Thompson, but Nice putback there by 32 Max Hammond.
That's a good job, Max Hammond, with averaging 6 rebounds a game.
Turnover there for the Central Red Raiders, and here comes Ben Olsen bringing the ball up. Over to Trionic now at the top. And let's see what Weber's got cooking. Oh, nice pass. Hammond goes up. Ben Olsen going for the rebound. I know they're going to call that one out of bounds on Central. Eight minutes to go here in this first half. And here comes Ben Olsen again, powering to the basket. And it looks like we're going to get a call on the floor.
I think that was a shooting foul.
Yeah, I do too.
Tim Shelton says no, but it's a shooting foul when you gather. You don't have to release the ball, Nick. When you gather and it's imminent. Those are the two key words. You gather and imminent, and Luke, I think, agrees by shake. When you gather and it's imminent and you're going up, maybe you haven't released it, it's still a 2-shot foul.
Yeah. Well, Compton was the fouler on that play. You have to wonder if you're Ben Olsen, you have the size against a guy like Compton, you should be going up toward the basket. He kind of did a little bit of a fadeaway there when he got fouled.
Good move by Ben Olsen, too.
Oh, there's Johnny Davis up with the board, and they are going down the court as best as they can. Davis outrunning pretty much all the coverage on that one.
Well, acceleration, finding another gear. They talk about that in football all the time when you break, running backs break to the next level, and they have such breakaway speed. You see that here in the first half.
Davis 1 for 1. And gets number 2 to follow. That's 11 points for Davis here in this first half. Johnny Davis, that is. Jordan has 9. Weber now on the outside, step back, couple of fakes.
Nice shot fake, but even better recovery. Jordan Davis.
That's Rylan Wall, nice spin move and fouled on the way up.
Yeah. Drew contact. That's the main thing. Foul on number 20, Porter Protaski, the 6'3 sophomore. His dad, I see here, one of the Roger Herring UWL Eagle National Championship football teams. Did you know that?
I did not know that. It's a nice nugget of information as Wall missing the first shot. In comes
Colin Adams, number 25 in.
Devin Nessithan as well for the Holmen Vikings.
Devin Nessith, what a football season he had.
0 for 2 on that was Wall. And here comes Jordan bringing the ball up here.
So as you know, the reason the Red Raiders are playing so many people, they play tomorrow. It's 24 hours against one of the top teams in the state of Minnesota and ranked in the country. Of course, that's Minnehaha. We'll be broadcasting that game tomorrow at UWL. Luke will be there.
Oh, nice find. Oh, we're going to get a timeout here.
Good pass inside. I like that entry pass. Basket by Hammond.
And as they take a break, let's take another moment to thank one of our awesome sponsors that makes our games throughout the season possible. How about Citizen State Bank? Is it time to dump your bank? Well, to make the switch to Citizen State Bank and discover why they are considered one of the top banks in the nation and have one of the best cultures in the industry. It's Citizen State Bank, an experience like no other locations in Onalaska and in La Crosse. There's a lot of really good people that work over at Citizen State Bank, do a lot of good things, not only with you in banking, but do a lot of great things in the La Crosse community as well. Really happy to have them as sponsors.
That's exactly. We brought them on during the football season. Dennis Vogel, the president. I'm there quite a bit. That's where I do all my banking. Chris Polino, who was a star at Aquinas, is my favorite banker, and I know a lot of the Citizens Bank people watch our broadcast. So thank you, guys.
Central taking their first time out of the game, and things getting mixed up a little bit there in the corner, but that's going to be a foul on the Vikings.
Rylan Wall on that foul.
Thompson going to head to the bench here for the Red Raiders. In comes Protaski.
Ryland Wall's dad, the head baseball coach. Great success in that baseball program, starting with Dwayne Veek. Right, Coach Wall now has continued that excellence.
Working things on the perimeter here as the Vikings are in a zone defense now.
I figured we'd see a little 1-3, 1-2-3, and that's what we're seeing. Started out in a man-to-man.
Good board there by Ben Olsen, and here come the Vikings. Weber yet to take a break yet. Finds Wall over there on the corner. And working the ball around to the Vikings. Finds Weber there. He thought about it for a hot minute, thought he had a shot. As Jordan Davis is on the coverage, and Wall now with the floater, unable to get it to go, but Hammond back up, back-to-back baskets for Max Hammond.
I really think Max Hammond at about 6'5" has got a bright future. That could have went either way.
Wow, that's some good hustle there by Devin Nesseth, and the Vikings are going to end up with the ball here.
Yeah, foul that time, pushing off on Jordan Davis.
And Thompson's going to come right back in here for Protaski. The Vikings have an opportunity here to make 3 straight buckets. Cam Weber at the helm. And nice little floater, unable to make it go. And Johnny Davis is in transition. He's looking to make something happen here. And they're going to call that one on the floor.
Apparently a little contact on the way to the basket, says Tim Shelton.
And it looks like Maddle comes back in here for Ben Olsen. And again, you look at the size difference here out on the floor. And I mean, look at Terrence Thompson just towering over the defenders down there in the paint. They're swinging this thing around. Jordan Davis has a look. Unable to make it go there at all. If you're Hammond, you got to squeeze that when it comes down. Second opportunity here for the Red Raiders, and there goes Thompson. I don't know how you're going to stop that.
Well, you start by bothering the entry pass. You start by getting your hands up high so there's not a free look in to the post player. That's where it begins.
Wall going to his left. Weber now. Seems like a lot of the offense goes through Weber. Wall at the top. Sophomore Colin Adams for the Central Red Raiders getting a lot of playing time here tonight. It's great to see. And the Vikings reset here, looking for a screen. Weber
again bothered, and there's very few clean looks.
Oh, yeah.
By the Vikings.
Here comes Davis, a little bit of that Euro step again.
Out of control. Steve Blank is right. He's upset. He should be. A player out of control does not, you don't bail out a out of control player. Let me revisit that. That's a cardinal rule in officiating, particularly at the college level. Guy goes in out of control, and there's body contact by the defense. Who's the foul on? The foul's on the offense. Simple as that.
Johnny Davis with 2 there. Answering right back. And while the score may not show it, a 20-point differential here, this has been a pretty physical contest thus far. Wall on the outside looking at Hammond. Nobody in the paint. Oh, look at that. Hammond right down the middle. Had a moment of opportunity there. Hammond, though, backing in. And the loose ball here comes the Central Red Raiders. Thompson now. Oh, what a spin move. Oh, what a bucket.
A big guy having that much body control. That was impressive.
The fans here chanting "Scary Terry." I love it.
Are they talking to me?
No.
Just kidding.
They might be. I don't know.
No, I don't have that kind of size, athleticism, no.
Oh, Johnny Davis all over the ball there and forcing yet another turnover. Oh, you could tell that the brothers wanted that one. And Weber trying to turn the momentum just a little bit, but an errant shot. And We're going to get a little bit of substitution here. Olsen coming back in for the Vikings.
Weber's been a little cold here in the first half. He's normally a great outside shooter, quality person, quality athlete. He was on Seven Rivers Sports along with Caleb Maddle, Evan Tronick last week.
Quinn Service in for the Central Red Raiders. I believe this is his first action of the night.
Of course, the son of Tony Service, the assistant coach and the head football coach.
Yep.
Good friend, quality guy.
Good coach, too.
Certainly is.
Good board there by Service as he gets pressured in the backcourt, and here comes Thompson, the big man that can do it all.
Oh, he's a point guard now.
Service looking his way down in the paint. You kind of, if you're out there, you can kind of see Thompson directing a little bit of traffic out there, telling Service to go back to the top of the key, keep going with the offense. You like to see that. Nice cut, Jordan Davis.
Nice entry pass by Terrence Thompson. Good spacing by the Red Raiders.
39-15 your score in this one. 2 minutes to go in the first half. KQEG TV Game of the Week. Got a big slate that we're bringing to you tomorrow. UW Lacrosse, the Wisconsin-Minnesota High School basketball border battle. Oh, yeah. We get a charge.
It was. I mean, it was a garden variety charge. What do I mean? And very easy call.
6:15 tomorrow. The Red Raiders, Minnehaha Academy. You've been mentioning that a few times on this broadcast, Terry. And then right after that, we've got Onalaska and Lakeville North. Two pretty big games. Should be a good time.
Well, Minnehaha Academy ranked 9th in the nation, 11-2. And that will be fun to see. Jalen Suggs, I believe he signed with Gonzaga. And we've seen him before at the Midwest Players Classic. I'm working a game, Kaukauna, at 2:45, and then broadcasting with Luke on camera, tomorrow night from UWL.
An Aaron pass there, Service. And the Vikings get the ball back with just under 2 minutes to go here in this one. Holmen at the top here, looking to make something happen.
Nice
To
move.
the basket. That's Caleb Maddle.
I really like that. Three-sport athlete, averaging 6 points a game. His dad, a good athlete at Logan. Good to see Caleb Maddle get in the scoring column.
Jordan Davis now looking to Johnny Davis, and they're going to give him a 3-second violation.
Gene Welchin says, you can't build a fire in the lane. You can't have a house party in the lane.
And here comes Cam Weber back down the floor. Ooh, travel here.
I didn't see that. I like the philosophy of officials that call traveling. It better be obvious to everybody in the arena. If it's microscopic, no, I don't know.
Finding a nice post-up Johnny Davis.
Too big for Evan Tronick.
Trying to get in there.
Call that. I don't know if he was mad at himself or mad at the call, but it was the right call.
Well, and Johnny's going to head to the bench for the first time tonight as Pataski comes in, and so does Thompson.
Good time to give him a break. Again, lots of players in the game here for the home team, Central Red Raiders. Now Bennett Freed, a freshman, the only freshman on the Red Raider roster, getting some playing time. Be interesting to see how many of those underclassmen and reserves will get in tomorrow against Minnehaha.
Right? Yeah.
Probably not. So let them play tonight.
Vikings getting the ball back here, and Ben Olsen going up with this one, able to.
Caleb Maddle with a great assist. Ben Olsen finally asserting himself with his size in the lane. Bennett Freed, named after Dick Bennett. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, but
Oh.
man, I thought Thompson was going to slam that one down.
Yeah, his head was way above the rim.
10 seconds to go. Let's see. We've got a magical buzzer beater here in store prior to the half going. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and that's
Got to be aware. Got to be aware of the time. Steve Blank a little frustrated, not able to get a shot off as the half comes to an end.
Well, the players are heading into the locker rooms. We are going to take a quick break, but we'll be back with your halftime show in just a little bit. You're watching the KQEG Game of the Week, Central 43, Holmen 20.
You know Boyers Furniture. We've been in business over 100 years selling quality furniture at budget prices. But who's choosing the furniture we're selling?
We picked out sofas, and more sofas. We picked out love seats, and more love seats.
We picked out recliners,
And more recliners.
dining room furniture, bedroom furniture.
With buyers like these and USA brands like Ashley, Marshfield, and Best, you can't do better than Boyer Furniture.
The Arterial Bar and Grill, a tradition in La Crosse. Their chef is cooking up specials every night. Try Wednesday, it's wing night. Get 5 giant wings for just $3 with 13 different homemade sauces to choose from. Thursday, try a gyro basket. And Friday, it's batter fried fish. Check out their Facebook page. Download the Untapped app on your phone for special events like tap takeovers and live music. Breakfast on Friday and Saturday at 8 a.m. and serving breakfast all day Sunday. The Arterial at 16th and Jackson. A tradition in La Crosse. Why not make it yours?
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that really actually matter. Like figuring out which remote turns the TV on, or the smell in the vegetable crisper that in no way can be vegetables, or finding your phone when you leave it on vibrate. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Welcome back to the KQEG TV Game of the Week. It's your halftime report. Nick Ragnar, Terry Erickson here with you at Central High School. Luke Saunders on camera as the Holmen Vikings get warmed up. Quick stats for you early on. Central Red Raiders, we go down the line. Devin Fielding with 2 points. Johnny Davis, 15 points. Terrence Thompson has 12 points, and Jordan Davis has 11. On the Holmen Viking end, Evan Trionic has 2. Rylan Wall has 2. Cam Weber has 4. Caleb Maddle has 3. Max Hammond has 7. And Ben Olson rounds out the Vikings with 2 points. Terry, we've got a 23-point deficit here. Coming out of half from both ends of the floor, what are you expecting here?
Well, one of my favorite songs, Build Me Up, Buttercup. But it's going to take more, Steve Blanken at halftime, it's going to take more than just telling him, building them up like a buttercup in order to get back in the game. So let's see, I wonder what else he's talked to him about. I thought in the first half, Holmen played a little tentative, maybe a little intimidated, maybe not as poised and confident as they should have been. Are they the kind of players with their personality and character to get intimidated? I don't think so. However, they played a little bit like that in the first half. And it's just kind of maybe an overemphasized point, but it certainly is obvious that the Central defense is what ignites the offense, and they like to go full court. Their half-court offense has gotten better, but their identity is going full court. The Holmen was not able to get them into a half-court game in the first half. Consequently, a 23-point lead. This could easily get out of hand, and we're hoping it doesn't. Otherwise, we're going to have to tell jokes or talk about something else in the second half. But it could be, unless Holmen comes out with a different approach in the second half.
Just a minute until the second half kicks off here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the KQEG TV Game of the Week. Don't go anywhere.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 five-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holmen. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holmen.
Welcome back to the KQEG TV Game of the Week. Second half is underway as the Vikings inbound this ball here. Cam Weber at the very top. Jordan Davis on him. And let's see what the Vikings have drawn up coming out here in the second half. Rylan Wall.
Both teams with their starting lineups as we just are into the second half.
That's right. That's Weber now. Oh, nice pass there. Hammond, Holmen's leading scorer in the first half. Good bucket there.
Well, Hammond was available, and Weber found him. Nice combination.
We appreciate you joining us here. If you're watching on the stream on YouTube, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us for more games. There's a great block there.
Nice block by Rylan Wall, number 11.
Back down court come the Vikings. 21-point deficit now. And going down low, a little nice thought there.
Good idea. It should have been a little bit, led him a little bit too much. I like taking the ball inside. Ben Olson not able to corral it. We mentioned Ben Olson on his way to UW Platteville next year.
Going to the basket was Thompson, and he'll go to the line for two.
Little curl cut, part of the much improved Red Raider half-court game. Foul on Max Hammond. Hard to see either one of those scoreboards with the backboard in the way. Thompson's got really good mechanics for a big guy. Just he's got the whole package. I think he could play tight end in Division 1 or 2 also if he chooses to play football.
We saw him on the football field making some pretty spectacular plays for the Red Raiders this past season.
Didn't use him much in the first half of the season. I thought they used him a lot. After that, no.
Nice bucket there. Rylan Wall double clutching.
I like the approach. Just attack the basket. I like that approach. Just hustle, get the ball down, and Charlie Masowich, who's going to be on Seven Rivers Sports in a couple weeks, a 6'6" senior.
Masowich able to score that one before I could look up from the computer after entering in those 2 points.
Yeah, you got a tough job. I'm just watching the game, and you're doing like 2 things.
The first one good for Ben Olson there.
Both these coaches surround themselves with good assistants. Todd Fergott, longtime assistant, Mark Podesky, Tony Service, Rod Pop, Mike Brutus, Trevor Schultz. Steve Blank also, Vince Ruger, Leif Nelson, part of the coaching staff. Tim Arroyo, who was an excellent player on Alaska, played for John Shelton, Jackson Baumgart, and Ryan Meyer, Hunter Scott, part of that coaching staff. Hunter Scott, a great player at the Turbo, played with Vince Ruger.
Getting on the floor, getting a little dirty are the Vikings, and here comes Hammond now, going hard to the basket.
Yeah, good no call too. I thought the players went up vertical. Steve Blank wanted a foul, but verticality, I thought. Quick release by Davis. Doesn't take him long. That's a secret to a lot of players' success. They just get the ball and then very quickly deliver the shot.
50-25 now. And here's Weber on the far side of your screen. Jordan Davis on him. Very tough size matchup there. Jordan Davis obviously has the speed. We've been watching it all game, but also has the length. Oh, and there might have been a push there.
Oh, that should have counted. Ooh, I say because
that's a 4-point play there.
That was absolutely should have counted. It was the right call on a foul, but should have been good.
Nonetheless, that's a foul on Jordan Davis. The bucket, no good, and they'll look to reset here and hopefully get a couple points. As Wall now finds Cam Weber driving in. Maddle out to Wall. Oh, going for that too, but Terrence Thompson's there for the block, and that's going to be a foul on Wall. Red Raider ball.
Loose ball foul on Rylan Wall. Steve Blank says, what did he do? I can't help you, Steve. I didn't think he did anything either.
Johnny Davis now going to the left and looking for the bucket there, unable to make it go. As Johnny Davis heads to the line.
I often hear from people that a bank is just a bank.
These games happen. How about Pizza Corral in Holmen? Should be your favorite pizza place. Their old family recipe, pizza sauce, an original or pan crust, local ground sausage. Pizza Corral does not skimp on those toppings. Try all their you can eat noon pizza buffet. Their broasted chicken is also pretty darn good. I've had that myself a few times. Dine in or carry out, or they even deliver. Make it Pizza Corral in Holmen.
Colin Adams in again early here for the Red Raiders. Again, if you've just joined us, Devin Brecken Austin out with a fractured finger, so he'll be back in a couple weeks.
And Holmen now back out there. Trionic.
Not a lot of opportunity to get clean shots.
No, Central has been just playing tough defense all game long.
Great pack line defensive approach. Oh, nice effort by Ben Olson, staying with it. Not admiring his shot, staying with it, getting a rebound, and getting two on a putback.
Nice find there, Terrence Thompson.
Little two-man game. Stockton Malone, remember those days?
I do. I sure do.
Porter Protaski set to come in.
Nice bucket there. Good little pick and roll there for the Red Raiders as the Vikings come back down the floor. And even some of these underclassmen, I mean, look at them getting in at it. That's Adams right there, the sophomore. And Olsen now driving back to the basket, running into the big-bodied Terrence Thompson. And
he goes vertical.
Weber looking for that three, unable to make it go. And back come the Red Raiders.
I often hear from people that a bank is
Watching
just
the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game features the Holmen Vikings and the Central Red Raiders. The High School Game of the Week, made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Cremation and Funeral Services in La Crosse.
I often hear from people that a bank is just a bank. Well, I encourage you to talk to our customers, our employees, or check in the reviews to find out why you can't live without Citizen State Bank. I also encourage you to stop in one of our offices, since the difference will be felt within seconds, and is why we are known to have one of the best cultures in the industry. So what are you waiting for? Why don't you stop in to check out what all the buzz is about? I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
Mix 96 and 107.3 La Crosse. This is Chelsea Lynn.
Hello.
Marie Magnum. We do the morning show on the station. We're talking Valentine's Day.
We're talking love.
So guys.
I love you.
I love you too. Guys, Valentine's Day. Chelsea, is it as simple as chocolate?
And wine. Lots of wine. Like maybe an 8-to-1 ratio. 8 bottles per thing of chocolate.
Okay. So I guess it's that simple, guys. Wine and chocolate. And they'll be happy with Valentine's Day. Mix 96 and 107.3 La Crosse.
Welcome back to the KQEG TV Game of the Week. Off the timeout, in comes the Holmen Vikings. We've got about 13 minutes to go here in this contest. It's been fairly one-sided thus far. And Cam Weber now coming down the court. Driving to the basket is Cam Weber. Here's Olsen on the outside. Weber in the corner there. That's a lot of size, and we're going to get a kick ball on.
The size of the Red Raiders as you try and get into the gap, as you try and get into the paint, makes it very difficult with their intimidating size. Caleb Maddle out, and Cale Hemker, a senior, averaging 5 points a game. Check that, number 2. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cale Hemker. Yeah, number 2.
Yep. Olsen now one-on-one with Thompson there, at the bottom of your screen. And here comes, that's just an errant pass. Oh, they're going to say that was tipped.
I think it was.
12 minutes to go on this one as Weber now. Olsen's going to take a jumper there.
First time I've seen him shoot from there, but he looked pretty good. Didn't go in, but mechanics were solid.
Jordan Davis at the top here. That's Protaski now. As the Red Raiders work it on the perimeter. Johnny Davis, deep jumper, good to go.
Elevates to the mid-range jump shot. Be interesting to see where him and his brother.
Oh, here we go. Yep. Oh, goodness God.
Be interesting to see what they do next year. Will they be in the starting lineup?
God.
Will they be playing a lot? That'll be interesting.
Ow.
Exclamation point.
Yeah,
on that.
that was a nice little windmill jam by Johnny Davis. putting a cap on this game. We still got 11 minutes to go here. Travel there on Ben Olson, and it's a turnover, Red Raider ball.
Bennett Freed in, Noah Compton.
Jordan Davis heading to the bench, his brother inbounding the ball. Now, you know, Terry, a lot's been made about everything that happened with Kobe King and the University of Wisconsin-Madison basketball program over the past couple of days. King announcing his departure on his social media. And just came out recently that Coach Guard, as well as a few assistants, traveled to La Crosse, and nice bucket there.
Nice first bucket I've seen Bennett Freed watching and covering games. I got some thoughts on that, and maybe when we get a break in the action, I'll just share those.
Holmen Vikings now on the other end of the court. To finish my thought, though, quick, apparently those Badger coaches visited. Nice play to the basket there. That's a foul, though, and Olsen will go to the line. And according to sources at the Tribune, there's nothing to worry, Badgers fans. The Davis twins are still planned to head to Madison this fall.
Well, I hope that's true. Am I 100% convinced, Nick? No. But I hope they do. I mean, can you still decommit? You absolutely can.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I'm glad Greg Gard, who I know very well, and his assistants came, and I'm glad that the report is that they have honored that commitment. I hope that indeed continues. I have some thoughts relative to the Kobe King departure when we get a chance.
Down the floor come the Red Raiders. Johnny Davis doing a little shake and bake there at the bottom of your screen, but giving the ball up, and the Red Raiders now resetting a little bit. Pataski now at the top. Davis looking down low. Didn't see what he liked. He has a clear one-on-one opportunity here. Oh, and it looked like he was going for a dunk there. Still gets the two.
Yeah, and he parted the Red Sea. The issue is when you look back at it, Max Hammond had a chance to draw the charge, and he let him go past him.
Olsen now at the top of your screen.
Good move, good spin move there.
Spin
See if he
move
can get it. Yeah, nice using the glass.
Yeah, off the glass, Ben Olsen there. That's some technical stuff right there as
against Charlie Masowitz.
Johnny Davis now coming back, going to the left. Step back jumper. I was wondering if he was going to miss it all tonight. Here comes the Holmen Vikings down the floor. They've got numbers.
Masowitz intimidating Maddle.
Wide open for that jumper was Hunter George, unable to get that one to drop. Screen there, Johnny Davis now. Oh, wow. Throwing that one up, and here comes Pataski with a foul.
Yeah, out of control, but he regathered and decided to pass the ball, and that was a great pass to Porter Pataski, the 6'3" sophomore. I would expect it wouldn't be long here that we're going to see the Central Red Raiders play all of their reserves, saving their starters for tomorrow's big day at UWL.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialist. If your heating or air conditioning unit needs replacement, call Carey Heating and Air Conditioning for a free estimate today. Carey is your award-winning American Standard customer care dealer in La Crosse. Again, as Terry had mentioned, we do have a couple of really big matchups tomorrow at UW La Crosse. Both Terry and Rick Wilson, along with Luke Saunders on camera, will be there bringing the action to you. Central Red Raider is going to be in action against a nationally ranked Minnehaha Academy, and then Minnehaha Academy, and then at 7:45 we've got Alaska and Lakeville North. Two really good games, and we'll get to see two of the top contenders in the Mississippi Valley Conference in back-to-back action.
And in the state.
That's correct.
We'll see them in the sectional semifinals, which we can talk about later on the cluster of teams that will advance to, I think, the sectional finals. Caleb Maddle with a good jump shot, creating space with his step back. Like the way he plays, like the way he handles himself, like the way he puts academics first.
Oh. Looking for the steal there was Olsen, unable to come up with the loose ball there. Just under 9 minutes to go here in this one. As Central works this ball around the perimeter. And a good basket there for the Red Raiders, a 3-ball as they come back down the floor.
I think that's the end of the evening for Jordan Davis, it looks like.
Eight minutes to
And
go.
it is.
And yep, Jordan Davis will head out here.
Colin Adams. I don't think we'll see any more Red Raider starters here this evening.
And here come the Vikings. Oh, there's a steal there with 8 minutes to go. Getting some of those underclassmen some playing time, some experience, preparing for the year without the Davis twins as well as Thompson.
Yeah, Noah Compton, the sophomore, is going to be the next coming star here. And he just, as I said, he scores a basket. 6'4" sophomore.
2 more points there for the Red Raiders. And on the outside, here's the lefty going for the 3, no go.
Maddle trying to put the points on the board for the Vikings. A little short on that shot.
Taking a look at another one of our sponsors, Jant Fredrickson. Always love how all these sponsors come together and make these types of games possible. Funeral homes and crematory. How you remember someone is what honors their life, and Jant Fredrickson can help guide you through a very difficult time and help you remember your loved ones in the way you want to remember them. Jant Fredrickson Funeral Homes in La Crosse, West Salem, Caledonia, and Bangor.
Good people there. Jant Fredrickson
Jant.
Funeral Home. They're good people. We appreciate that support.
70-33 now here in this one as the Central Red Raiders looking to totally flip their on-court presence here. 5 new players coming in.
That looked like a charge. I think it was. Jeez, you got to help me with these now. We got 5 new guys from the JV team, possibly.
Yeah, we might have a couple in here that we don't necessarily have on our roster. Grant Amundsen is in. We've got a 32 out there. I'm not familiar. We got a 32, Anthony Wagner, that's on varsity reserve.
Jackson Warren. Who else we got?
Peyton Fife is out there.
Peyton Fife was on 7 River Sports. He's a great kid. Knows mom real well.
Kuiper, I believe, 24, is inbounding the ball here.
Yeah. Braden Kuiper, know him quite well too. It's the earliest I've ever seen the Red Raiders go that deep into their roster. Never seen that.
Foul. Some of these players, seniors here. Braden Kuiper, a senior. Peyton Fife, a senior. Getting some playing time here, their last year in school.
I had a chance to have a long talk with Braden Kuiper and Peyton Fife. Peyton Fife, what a quality kid he is, a 6-foot senior. Moved from Portland, and he's just a great addition to this team.
Nice drive to the basket. There's the jumper for 34 there. Again, don't have his name.
Max Vanzy.
Might be Max Vanzy.
So you asked about Kobe King. Here's my view on it. There is contention and there is displeasure in the corporate world, in the education world, in the family world. There's displeasure and there's contention across the sports world, whether it's the NBA, the Olympic world, high school, college. I mean, you can't get away from it. But I think it's not uncommon. Everyone has different personalities, different expectations. Some come comfortable in their role, others are not. Some want the limelight and the world to revolve around them. Others are more content to assume their role. I'm not saying any of that's applicable to Kobe King, but I'm not privy to the inner workings and the inner world of the Badgers. So I'm not. I think speculation with the media. The media loves those kinds of stories. Come on, that's
Right.
that sells newspapers. That gets
Absolutely.
everybody talking.
Yep.
And it's water cooler talk. It's coffee shop talk. It's whatever. Does that interest me? No, it not necessarily does it. So I don't. What am I saying? There's two sides to those kinds of stories, and so who knows whether what the problem is? We don't. Only those in the inner circle do.
Exactly. Yep.
So
really big news breaking out of Wisconsin basketball, and a lot of worry, obviously, on if that Kobe King's departure would possibly affect his former teammates' decision-making in the Davis Twins. But, again, according to reports, from what we know, that was something that was dealt with. Greg Gard making sure to come down to La Crosse after their last contest.
Greg Gard does not have to defend himself. I mean, if somebody gets upset, whether it's when Coach Knight had those problems, Mike Krzyzewski's had those problems, Olympic teams, Rick Majerus has had those problems, Pat Riley. I mean, not everybody gets along, let's face it. Not everybody is comfortable in their role. So,
oh yeah.
I mean, let's not blame the coaches for those kinds of issues.
Well, and you do like to see, I mean, somewhat of a tumultuous season, maybe not going as planned for the Badgers. A little bit of a rebuild, obviously, with the number of good recruiting classes lined up. But after a game, Gard taking the time with some other coaches to come down here and to talk with both Johnny and Jordan and console them and make sure everything's still okay and kind of give them the 4-1 on what's going on. You kind of that's a good coach, man.
Yeah,
that's what you like
it is
to see.
a good coach. I don't know about console him. I don't think you need to console him. Maybe reinforce the fact that they're still a big part of the program. Sure. And I just hope the best. Well, I know Kobe King very well. He's been on our show. And, whether he's making the right decision or not, it's none of my business. None of your business. None of anybody's business.
Right.
So, let's just hope that he does well, and let's hope the Badgers continue to do well.
To the line now, number 32. We got Anthony Wagner on the varsity reserve, listed with that number.
I want to share again with our viewers that tomorrow is a big day for us. If you can't get to UWL, tune us in for the border battle. And you shared that before. Tune us in next week. Got a big week ahead of us. I'll share that with you in a minute. Our schedule for next week, some big games.
Now, we always bring a lot of games to you. Maybe you're watching this on our playback. Maybe you're joining us on the stream. But, again, don't forget to check out our stream. Check out our YouTube channels, KQEG Sports and KQEG TV on YouTube. We stream one, sometimes two games quite a few nights of the week, always bringing you the high school basketball action. Also bring you football. We upload all of our Seven Rivers Sports segments there.
I think that foul on Peyton Fife. So, you want to know the schedule next week?
I want to know
Monday,
Tell me about
Aquinas at Central Girls. I'll be right here.
All right.
Tuesday, doubleheader on Alaska. Boys at Logan. That'll be a big game. Logan getting better. They're still a mystery. Black River Falls at West Salem. Wednesday, Luke will be with us back at UWL because it'll be the women, UWL women.
Having a good season.
Versus Platteville. And the return of Morgan Horseman, who was an all-state player at Bangor.
Yep.
She'll be her last time she ever plays for Platteville on the UWL court. We're looking forward to that. And then Thursday, we're back for another game, Logan and Central. On Alaska at Logan, I think I misstated that on Tuesday. So we have 6 games next week.
Yeah, again, always a lot of content that we're bringing to you. You're watching this on the rebroadcast. You have a lot of games to keep watching, to keep up with what's going on as far as basketball is concerned in our community at the university.
Yeah, and you're involved in that. I saw you when Greg Gard came and talked about guarding against cancer.
Yep, we got a big head football coach interview process wrapped up this week. Hopefully
when is that going to be released?
Hoping I can say I would hope next week.
Okay, I know it's down to 2 candidates.
That's correct. Yep, we got interim coach and D coordinator as well from outside school. It's always nice to have some outside perspective. Obviously, Coach Schmidt did a wonderful job in his years at UW La Crosse. Did some great recruiting and really kind of brought a big university feel to our D3 program. It was a really nice change of pace.
He did. Brayton Kuiper with a turnover. And Seven Rivers Sports, I know we're in our 10th year, sponsored by Lewiston Monument. Bernie Kennedy has 4 kids, tremendous athletes at Luther High School, and his daughter, now Caitlin Kennedy, plays for the Viterbo V-Hawks. Next week, UWL men, Coach Kent Dernbach, along with Luke Norsheim, and Tarek Nesheim on Seven Rivers Sports.
Kent, Coach Dernbach having a phenomenal year for UWL men's basketball. I believe they, at some point this season, are currently the highest ranked that they had ever been in program history.
Well, their start to the season, Nick, the best start in 50 years.
That's crazy.
Of UWL basketball.
That's great.
50 years. A tough loss to Whitewater that we covered on Wednesday night, but we're hoping that the best for them. We're hoping they recover and get. Last year they had a at-large bid, went to the NC2A, went to St. Thomas in the Twin Cities and got beat there, but had a great season. The women, kind of a tough loss against Whitewater on Wednesday night, but hoping to recover and put on a good show next Wednesday as we cover them live at UWL against UW-Platteville.
Yeah, Coach Dernbach doing a great job with that program, and
Coach Karen Middleton doing equally a good job on the women's side.
Yep, that's right. It's been a great year for basketball as far as the UW La Crosse Eagles are concerned.
We got Hunter George, number 24, with a good basket.
Just under
senior.
3 minutes to go here in this contest, as Central has had reserves in since about 8 minutes to go here in the second half. A lot of guys getting some valuable playing time as a foul there. And in comes number 34 again. The number we have for varsity reserve is Max Vanzy, who's a sophomore.
Braden Kuiper, the 6-foot senior. Glad to see these seniors in particular get quality playing time, not just token playing time. There's a huge difference between quality playing time and token playing time.
Looking ahead a little bit here, I think if we look at what's coming up next for the Holmen Vikings after tonight, we've got Eau Claire Memorial, Toma, Menominee, Aquinas, Logan, Sparta, and Onalaska to end the season. Oh, nice little and one play there for number 22 on Holmen's side. It's Landon Peterson.
Yeah, you shared a big game against Onalaska then on February 27th to close the regular season, and then the playoffs will begin, and we'll be covering those playoff games. Start on the first Tuesday in March, and then we'll be covering both boys and girls up into the state tournament here on KQEG. So stay tuned for our schedule. It'll be posted.
Central working this ball around a little bit, feeling a little bit of urgency. And that's a 3 for Fife, unable to get it to go, and there's a foul as Kuiper will go back to the line. Central will, as we had talked about, has their game on Saturday, Minnehaha Academy, and then back into MVC play at Aquinas, hosting Logan, DeKalb, Hudson, Sparta, then one of the biggest games, probably the biggest game on the calendar left to go, on Alaska, February 18th. That's a Tuesday. And then wrapping up the season at home, Toma and Sparta for Central.
February 18th here. Now, last time, the first game, the Onalaska Hilltoppers won decisively. A lot of people expected it to be a little closer, but Onalaska winning 73-61 back on January 17th. And if you want to see a big game with tremendous drama, be here on February 18th.
Yeah, this game
for the MVC championship in all probability.
Oh yeah. This gym will probably be packed as there's a 3 there for 13 on Holmen's side. Great bucket there for Logan Steindorf.
So just continuing with the thought of the Onalaska Central playoff, they'll play again, in my view, in the sectional semifinals, scheduled for Logan. So we'll be covering that game, and that will be a tremendous game. I don't know if they can get all the fans into that game at Logan, but it'll kind of the best of 3 games again this year with the Hilltoppers and the Red Raiders.
Terry, you kind of an expert on basketball throughout the state. You know a lot about a lot of different programs. You look at Central and Onalaska. What are your hopes for them? Is it state title game or bust? What about their competition throughout the state?
I think a lot of people think like I do that that Central and Onalaska are the 2 best teams in Division II. If that's what you're asking.
That's exactly what I'm asking.
And so I'm looking forward to that because that will be on Thursday, March 12th. That's sectional semifinal. But you know as we continue the thought of the cluster of teams in this regional, Holmen, Central, Logan, Onalaska, Sparta, and Toma, all in the same cluster, and a lot of people would like to see that geographically split up. But the WIA seems to put those same teams in that regional leading up to the sectional. And there's a movement to change that, disrupt that cluster, and move some of those teams out of that regional. I hope that indeed happens.
Just a couple seconds to go here. We're wrapping this one up, and that'll be the end of the game. Central getting the win here tonight, 72 to 49.
As soon as you share the totals, I'll select the players of the game.
Well, Terry, I kind of lost track of the totals. I was missing a couple of commercials. Shout out to Jesse Von Ruden. I was missing a couple of commercials, so I had to load those in during the game. So I have the halftime stats. Wasn't able to keep up with the rest of the stats.
That's okay. You did a nice job doing the computer and so on. You did a very nice job.
I'm just joshing. I know me and Jesse go way back. I like giving him shout outs on the broadcast. It's always pretty fun. But another phenomenal game. I would expect that a lot of those Central Red Raider starters finishing the game very well. And Terry, how about you give us your players of the game then?
Well, without your help, I don't know. I'm just kind of.
You don't need the stats. You were here watching the whole game. Come on, man.
Well, I think Ben Olson played well in the second half. I don't know his totals because you lost him, but I thought he played pretty well. And let's be honest. The Holmen did not play as well as they're capable of playing. I mean, that's not a very profound comment, but they did. And I'm going to go with Ben Olson. I think he started slow and got a little bit more comfortable. Caleb Battle, my other player of the game. Central, a lot of good play again. Quickness out on top. Terrence Thompson played well along with Johnny Davis, so we'll make them the co-players of the game.
Absolutely. One other reminder for you, make sure that you join us on Saturday. We've got those big contests to you for the 2020 Wisconsin-Minnesota High School Basketball Border Battle. We're going to have 6:15 La Crosse Central taking on Minnehaha Academy, and then 7:45 Onalaska taking on Lakeville North. Both games will have on our YouTube page as well as rebroadcasted for your viewing pleasure. Should be a lot of fun at UW La Crosse. Terry Erickson, Rick Wilson, and Luke Saunders will be bringing you that action on Saturday.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. This has been a tough week for me with family and Scott. We're hoping Scott recovers. I'm going out there now again on this Friday night to check in on him. And so everybody will be watching the Super Bowl on Saturday. So it's been a good week. Luke has went above and beyond this week. Luke Saunders on the camera, so he deserves any of the credit for that we get for having a good week.
Yeah, when we have these games lined up, it's always good to see that Luke Saunders is the guy behind the camera whenever you sign up. So, Luke, appreciate all the work that you do. For Terry Erickson, I'm Nick Ragnar. Your final score, Central 72, Holmen 49. This has been the KQEG TV Game of the Week. We'll see you on Saturday.
The Arterial Bar and Grill, a tradition in La Crosse. Their chef is cooking up specials every night. Try Wednesday, it's wing night. Get 5 giant wings for just $3 with 13 different homemade sauces to choose from. Thursday, try a gyro basket. And Friday, it's batter fried fish. Check out their Facebook page. Download the Untapped app on your phone for special events like tap takeovers and live music. Breakfast on Friday and Saturday at 8 a.m. and serving breakfast all day Sunday. The Arterial at 16th and Jackson. A tradition in La Crosse. Why not make it yours?
You know Boyers Furniture. We've been in business over 100 years selling quality furniture at budget prices. But who's choosing the furniture we're selling?
We picked out sofas, and more sofas. We picked out love seats, and more love seats.
We picked out recliners,
And more recliners.
dining room furniture, bedroom furniture.
With buyers like these and USA brands like Ashley, Marshfield, and Best, you can't do better than Boyer Furniture.
Premier Spine Health and Injury in Holmen has opened a new state-of-the-art chiropractic facility in Holmen. They offer a specialized exam and specific plan to deal with your pain.
Whiplash, concussions, TMJ, carpal tunnel, even headaches and migraines. We work to relieve the pain caused by these symptoms so that you can get back to doing the things that you love.
Set up an appointment today. Your first visit is only $39 and it's donated to the charity of your choice. Call or stop by Holmen's Premier Chiropractic Office, Premier Spine Health and Injury at 814 Main Street in Holmen.
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holmen. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holmen.
Thanks for watching Magnum.media, KQEG TV, Channel 23, La Crescent, La Crosse, and WEZY-LP, Sparta, Toma.